will turn it back in a quick break. Little drop pass from Hunter. Score! Patrick Sharp.
On many teams, he would be the go-to star. On this one, Patrick Sharp frequently and unavoidably blends into the background.
I get plenty of recognition for what I do as a player, and then that's enough for me. We've got a number of great players in our locker room. You mentioned Kane and Taves. You know, we got Marian Hossa. If you look at what he's done in his career, is unbelievable. You know, we got Duncan Keith and Brent Seabrook. So you go up and down the lineup, we've got a number of great players. Yeah, I'm just happy to be another one of them.
Well, in all that company, do you ever feel underrated?
Sometimes, and that could be a good thing. When you're underrated, you can kind of sneak around a little bit and catch people off guard. So I'm kind of one of those guys where you stick me where you need me, and I'll do the best I can.
Well, let's just look at Kane and Taves. They were drafted because of their superstar potential, and both of them have become that. Your road to the NHL's nothing close to the same. How different has it been?
It's been different, you know, and growing up, I have a late birthday. I don't know if it has had anything to do with it. I've always been one of the smaller, undersized players, and you know, hockey was different back then. There was an emphasis on size and strength and toughness, and a lot of clutching and grabbing and physical play, and I always just had to find a way to survive and get to that next level. It wasn't like one of those players like Kane or Taves that you could point at 13 years old and say, this guy's going to be an NHL hockey player. I just one of those players that had to continue to work hard and get better at every level, even up until I was in the American League in the minors. So I'm proud of the route that I took, and I think it's made me a better player to this day.
His hard work has got him noticed, and Sharp's star power is not to be underestimated. He is hugely popular in the Windy City and was once voted Chicago's sexiest athlete.
Yeah, that was, I still can't live that down.
What lives in Sharp is a burning desire to win, instilled in him by his parents, Ruth Ann and Ian.
Am I going to get in trouble about the hockey pad incident?
That's probably a good one to tell.
Oh, okay. Patrick was probably about 5 or 6 years old, and they were out playing street hockey in the back. And Patrick, I guess being as competitive as he was, got mad when they lost the game. So he promptly went over and took the goalie's stick. So then the goalie took off his goalie pads. Patrick picked them up and promptly rubbed them in the mud.
It certainly sounded, Patrick, like at one point in time you were headed for a life of crime, weren't you?
Yeah, I was in trouble. I had a little bit of a temper growing up, and I think that kind of goes to having an older brother that always bailed you out of trouble and bailed you out of situations like that. So I don't want to use the word brat, but I had a few families in the neighborhood that weren't too happy with me. But you know, I apologize to that kid whose pads they were.
Sharp is all about family. His parents, his brother Chris, his wife Amanda, and their year-and-a-half-old daughter Madeline, who would define a second Stanley Cup win.
Just the other day, I was at dinner with my wife, and we were talking about how cool it would be to win the Cup again, and this time have Madeline on the ice and skate around there and have her experience all that, and look back one day and know that she was there doing it too.
Patrick Sharp's also a big-time prankster. In February, he thought nothing of dressing up as a dog and marching through the streets of downtown Chicago to surprise an unsuspecting fan named Deb on Valentine's Day. This was part of a promotion with the Illinois Lottery. First, Sharp gave her the fruit basket, and then he took off the hat to shock Deb and actually make her day. Now, find another star athlete who'd agree to be the centerpiece of a prank like that, but that's Patrick Sharp. Good Thunder Bay boy, as he likes to call himself. Ron.
Scott Oak news and notes, and a musical opening from an artist we've tried for years to get one of his songs cleared for our 60th anniversary. He finally said yes.
Keep going, Bruin! Let's go!